By properly forming a corporation, LLC, or limited partnership, LP, and taking the steps required of corporate formalities, a corporate veil is raised that may protect shareholders, officers, and directors from personal liability and provide tax benefits. However, to ensure that the corporate veil remains intact and the business meets its potential, all persons involved in the corporation must follow certain corporate formalities. Stay tuned to learn how to accomplish this goal. Raising the veil. Once you've decided that a corporation, LLC, or limited partnership is the right entity for your business or asset holding purpose, and you've decided which state to incorporate in, corporate formalities begin. Events occurring immediately after formation must be performed properly to maintain the corporate veil and ensure the corporation's longevity and flexibility. Here are a few strategies to maintain the veil by managing corporate formalities. Perform annual filings. Annual filings are required to protect and ensure the longevity of the corporation. In addition to the permits, licenses, or approvals that are unique to the corporation's business, every corporation must obtain and maintain a corporate charter in good standing. In many states, a corporation must file an annual report, providing the names and addresses of officers and directors, and annual fees. If such filings are not completed in a timely fashion, the state may revoke the corporate charter and the corporation will cease to exist. The time, energy, and expense of organizing the corporation will be wasted if the state revokes the corporate charter. While it may be possible to have the charter reinstated, the best way to maintain the corporate veil and ensure that the corporation serves its purpose is to simply perform annual filings in a timely manner. Maintain asset distinctions. A common but fatal mistake for developing corporations occurs when its management and/or shareholders fail to maintain the distinction between corporate and personal assets. To prevent creditors from piercing the corporate veil, the corporation must maintain a separate bank account, file separate tax returns, and use corporate assets only for corporate purposes. Regardless of their personal interest or role in the corporation, nobody should treat the corporation's property as personal property. By clearly distinguishing between corporate and personal assets, the corporation may indicate and retain its separate identity. By reporting and maintaining the corporate assets separately from management's or shareholders' personal assets, the corporation will reduce the potential for successful lawsuits against officers, directors, and individual shareholders. Avoid undercapitalization. Although most jurisdictions will not allow creditors to pierce the corporate veil solely because the corporation had insufficient assets, the risk of veil piercing provides reason to ensure the corporation is sufficiently capitalized. California and a few other states have relied upon undercapitalization in piercing corporate veils. A corporation should have sufficient resources to meet its short-term obligations, whether it's just starting, is part of a cooperative project, or is merely one element in a greater corporate strategy. If the corporation is undercapitalized, a creditor may argue, and a court could accept the argument, that the corporation exists simply to help its owners shelter their assets. This may be enough reason for a court to pierce the corporate veil and find personal liability for officers, directors, and/or shareholders. Get in touch with our team of experts to learn how we can help maintain your legal protections. Visit our site for details. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.